What a blessing that we get a full moon in Libra in every Aries season. So here in Sweden, it is Aries season, it is spring, it is bright, the sun has returned, but it isn't necessarily warm yet. The Aries archetype starts off the astrological year with the central theme to everyone's biography, which is this mystery, gift, and knowledge of I am. So in my own biography, I've been working on who I am, whether I define myself by a name or a title or even epithets or, whatever it is, there is so many ways that I can describe myself. I am an artist. I am a woman. I am blue-haired chick. I could go on forever. But this play that we have in our head of who we are is a constant, ongoing saga. And we can get quite extreme in our version of ourselves. But when we really notice who we are, it is usually how we meet in relationship, just like how this full moon in Libra meets the Aries sun. While who I am in my head is one thing, and then what is shown to me through a relationship really truly defines me as who I am. There's an even bigger relationship connected to the sentence of I am, and that is our relationship with the divine. Sometimes the way I conceive it is a little bit childlike, that, we can imagine that a little piece of God is pinched off in each one of us. And so I have kind of the raindrop of God in me compared to the God of the ocean. And the sentence, I am, is the holiest name of God. Just like no one else can say I am and refer to me, the same is true for the name of God. Only God can say I am and mean themselves. So very similar to how you and I work, but again, this bigger ocean God, the being which within all other beings are. Now, before we go off onto kind of that new age downward spiral of thinking I am God and that there's no one above me, there is, as I said, a secret that the true connection to your own beingness, your own divinity, your own I am, is actually your true connection to the hierarchies above you. And because we are in this time of human development, the capacity to connect to the hierarchies above us is really something that we are able to do out of our own free will. So there's no forcing of it. It's not a given. We have to choose to pursue that connection. So we have to choose, especially as adults, to connect to our angel, the hierarchy above us. And we can choose to connect even further in our imagination and our prayer to the angels, the archai, I'm going to not name them all, but all the hierarchies of different angelic beings until we get to the Godhead. We are so free in this relationship that we even have the capacity to deny those beings above us. And we can say, I am a non-believer, I am atheist, I am a materialist, or even, whatever machinations we find, we have the freedom to say that, to identify with that. But when we employ this Aries courage and explore our connection to the hierarchies above us, we can come into a very empowered and dynamic relationship with the divine. With the Libra full moon, we celebrate how each one of us as separate I ams come into relationships. and how we reflect and mirror each other. We can come into relationship such that we actually lift up another human being just by even how we are able to see them. We can do exactly the opposite, of course, again, because we are so free. In a similar way, in our internal relationships to the hierarchies above us, we are able to live into them that not only are we empowered and lifted up, but that we actually understand that we have a nurturing capacity for the hierarchies above us. That when I act out of kindness and goodness, I am able to be helpful. That in my creativity, I give sustenance to the hierarchies above us. But this unlocks an even greater gift, which is these relationships above us, very much like relationships that we see between us, have a reflective quality. And like a telescope that is used to see a star really far away, this reflective technology actually allows us better sight, better insight into the divine everywhere, so that it helps us be courageous in the face of wars, of violence, and horrors that we know are in the world. Partly from not partly, totally from our inner work, but in part that it's our own relationship, but really that we are able to be the vehicles of the divine on earth, of goodness and kindness and love dominating and ruling our earth. So I hope that you engage in your inner life in such a way that you're able to not only empower the people that you meet, nurture the hierarchies above you, but truly allow for the divinity to work on earth. With so much love, happy full moon in Libra.